Good morning, Illini. Welcome to our first show of the season. We are so excited to have you here this morning. How are you feeling today? First show, how do you feel?
I know, I'm feeling pretty good, and luckily the weather's kind of leveled off. It's not as hot, it's kind of cooling down a little bit, but things are kind of heating up as far as just on campus, a lot of stuff's going on.
I know, so exciting.
So we have a
lot planned for you this morning, and we are so excited. So let's get this started. Good morning, Illini.
Good morning, Illini. Good morning, Illini.
Good morning, Illini. It is Friday, September 21st, and it's our first show of the season.
That's right, and we are so excited you joined us. We have a lot planned on the show for you today.
On today's episode, we ask college students if they are smarter than a 5th grader.
And later, we show you how to meal prep.
Plus, we take a look at seniors crossing things off their bucket list. So let's get things started.
Good morning, Illini. So let's talk a little bit about some of the top stories on campus. So we do our little thing called the Daily Chat, where each week we go over 3 of the top stories happening on campus. And our first one this week that we're going to talk about is the new College of Media Dean.
Yeah.
Which is Tracy Sulkin.
And I hear she's kind of, I don't want to say an outsider, but she's someone that's not, from a typical traditional media thing. She's actually a political scientist, so.
Yeah, which is really neat because she's bringing in kind of a new perspective, which is really exciting. She said that she is really exciting and focusing on her cutting edge reporting and how we're going to do that in the College of Media. So it'll be exciting to kind of follow her and see how she does.
Definitely, and she's been here since 2002, so she definitely has that Illini pride about her. She definitely knows the area pretty well, so I think it'll be a great fit for us.
Yeah, I'm very excited for her, and big congratulations to her. So then our next story is actually about some football players. So if you want to tell me a little bit about that.
So apparently 5 players have been suspended, and it's not looking too good on when they're going to come back, and Lovey is not loving it. So
I would guess not. So we don't know when they're going to return then?
We don't know when they're going to return, and they have a game tonight, so like,
I'm so excited to get there and get the black eye going.
Exactly, and to have 5 players not out there, and we're kind of off to a good start this season, so that's, it's kind of like an omen, like, oh, you're doing good, well, let's take 5 of your players. But
exactly.
Hopefully they'll get to return to the field at some time.
Yeah, hopefully maybe some of the Lovey beards out in the audience and out of the crowd are going to kind of get people excited and maybe get some of those players back on the
Create
field.
Some nice fan synergy.
We'll see. So our third story this week is about Pygmalion Festival, which is actually a music festival that takes place right here in the UIUC community.
I've heard a lot about that, but I've never been to it, but it sounds really cool because I guess they have like a lot of, kind of more industrial instruments like Tesla coils and stuff, which those are really cool. I've only seen them in videos, but, that's a really cool way. And I feel like they bring in some big names, like Playboy Cardi and Tig Notaro, and like those are people who like everybody knows, but they mix that in with some local artists, so you get some nice local exposure for the area, but you also get to see some, really cool big names.
Yes, I've heard a lot about it on campus. A lot of my friends are really excited about Playboy Cardi coming tomorrow night to the Canopy Club. So the whole festival runs from September 26th to September 29th. So everyone has a chance to get out there, check out some of those local artists, and let's just go ahead and say thank you to the Daily Illini for providing all of these stories.
Yeah. And those are our top stories. So for more on those, you can go to www.dailyillini.com. But maybe the biggest news this week was Maroon 5 being named as a Super Bowl halftime show for this year. So it looks like we're going to be hearing some, I don't mind spending every day out on the corner.
What is that? I don't even know what song you're singing.
I don't really know what. I don't know what the lyrics.
I don't think that he was singing about champagne. I'm not really sure.
I think he was. I don't know though. But
I don't know. So, well, maybe GMI's Chris Joe can finish those lyrics for us because I really can't. I can't understand you. Oh, it's fine. He went to the Union to find out if students could finish the lyrics to the band's most popular songs.
Good morning, Illini. We're here at the Union today to find out how well our fellow Illini know some work from the newest Super Bowl halftime show pick, Maroon 5.
Sunday morning rain is falling.
What's the rest of the lyrics? Spill some covers, shed some skin.
Yeah, there it is.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I believe in it. I have faith in them. They're gonna do a good job. They're gonna kill it out there. They just gotta hit their stuff, hit it hard, and
I'm gonna sing a lyric, and I want you to chime in. All right?
Okay.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight.
And we're gonna get it all tonight. Just like animals. Animals. Animals.
Hey, that was, excuse me. You guys know anything about Maroon 5? You know any Maroon 5 songs? No? Alright. Hey man, how's it going? You know anything about Maroon 5? No? You don't know any of their songs? No? Alright. No. Can I put in a request? Could you just play any Maroon 5 song if there's a Maroon 5 song on there? Oh, what? Oh, shit. I'm probably like the one Asian who's not good at DDR. What? Sugar! Alright. Yes, please! Won't you come down on me? Hey, that was really good. That was really good. See, that wasn't that hard. I don't want to know, no. It's taking you home. I love you so. Yeah, that's it. That was the one right there. Yeah.
I think we have some superstars out there in the making.
You know, I really think that me and Chris are going to start a band here pretty soon.
Oh, are you?
It's just going to happen.
Okay, well, you can only start a band if you also are like shirtless and wear a headband, like that guy at the quad.
He's going to be like our kind of like our icon, you know, for the group. I think he's not really going to play anything. He doesn't play any instruments. He just stands there on stage.
He just stands. He's just going to clap. Like that's awesome. That kind of reminds me of some of those game shows. Like, have you ever heard of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
I remember that show. I'm not personally smarter than a fifth grader.
We have oh, come on. We have our very own edition. If you haven't, if some of our audience members haven't seen it, and GMI's very own Sammy St. Ledger and Maddie Rice asks some really simple 5th grade level questions to a couple of students.
You know, it seems like an easy task, but let's take a look to find out how they actually did.
Good morning, Illini.
I'm Maddie Rice.
And I'm Sammy St. Ledger, and we are back on Green Street for another I Have a Question to kick off the school year.
Green Street Trivia, second round. This time we are trying to see if Illini are smarter than a 5th grader. Which state is the Grand Canyon located?
Arizona.
No, it's not Nevada. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it is Nevada. Nevada, Las Vegas.
I don't know. Colorado.
It's on the west coast, in the north.
What is the largest country by size? Well, I don't know.
Russia.
Asia. China, right?
Asia's a continent.
Remind me to never do trivia again.
Eric.
Who is on Mount
You
Rushmore?
said Eric. Yeah, this question.
Mount who?
Um, Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Thomas Jefferson.
Correct.
Who is on the $20 bill?
The one that we don't like, Alexander Jackson.
George Jefferson.
Which American war had the highest number of casualties?
What is the Civil War?
Oh, we're playing Jeopardy now.
I'm gonna leave that to someone else. The Civil War.
Yes. Good job. All right.
What is the process called where plants turn energy into sugar?
Oh, that is photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. I had a speech impediment growing up. I couldn't say S's.
Final question. What is the process of turning gas into a liquid?
Condensation. Yeah.
We just learned that.
Wait. Gas into liquid? What is it? Condensation?
Alright, so that was I Have a Question. Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader edition on Green Street?
It looks like some of our Illini might have a little more studying to do before midterms hit, but what are you going to do?
Alright, well, thanks for watching and
Good morning, Illini.
How'd you do?
You know, I didn't do well, but I had a great idea while we were watching that, because I think when me and Chris are famous with our band, we're going to have our own version of Mount Rushmore. It's going to be me and him, our faces on
Just
there.
your two faces?
Well, and it's going to have the shirtless guy. He's going to be kind of like an
gonna
inset
say.
in there on the bottom. It's going to be like our sun, you know, kind of like down there. in the
Yeah,
band,
just
you
like a
know.
pyramid of the
Exactly.
faces. I don't know if people would, I mean, I feel like people would remember that a little bit more than the presidents. It seems like,
Oh, yeah.
seems like something that's pretty
Legend
memorable.
status.
But I think you would know where the Grand Canyon is.
Yeah.
Who knows?
In more pressing news, Andrea Flores, our Good Morning Illini news correspondent, has some more pressing news than me and Chris's music career.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Andrea Flores, your UI7 news correspondent. I'm excited to bring you top stories from across campus, Champaign, Urbana, and the country every week. So let's get started. A major change coming to campus was announced in late August, benefiting low-income students and their families across Illinois. Starting next fall, families with an income below $61,000 will be able to attend the university, tuition and fees free. As for room and board and other expenses, students will be able to still receive financial aid from grants, scholarships, and loans. $4 million will be allocated to the Tuition Assistance Program. Donations will also go to the fund, and there is no limit for how many students may receive financial assistance. Other requirements for the free tuition pledge include family assets below $50,000, and it is only offered to in-state freshmen and new transfer students at or below 24 years old. And while we're talking about change, Got 50 Cents, a new dockless bike sharing service, made its debut on campus earlier this month. For only $2, anyone can ride any of the 500 bikes across campus. All you need to rent a bike is download their app and make an account. You scan the barcode on the bike and you're all set to ride. Our campus is no stranger to guests riding into town, like former President Barack Obama earlier this month. This past Tuesday, the Me Too movement founder, Tarana Burke, spoke at Follinger Auditorium. She was named Time Magazine's 2017 Person of the Year. Even though the hashtag #MeToo movement gained popularity in the last year, Burke began the campaign 10 years ago, after founding Just Be Inc., which helps sexual harassment and assault victims. Since then, she has made waves in standing up for survivors. During her speech, she defined the movement as truth being told by millions of people around the world, not just celebrities. Burke also addressed sexual violence on college campuses, calling for students to action in finding a solution. In local news, efforts to save the Burnham Mansion collapsed. The 134-year-old home was demolished this past Tuesday, despite community attempts to preserve the historic mansion. Different online campaigns, including a website and a GoFundMe page, were dedicated to saving the mansion built by esteemed architects Daniel Burnham and John Wellborn Root. The building stood in between Champaign Central High School's expansion plans. Nearly 2 years ago, a referendum passed for the Unit 4 board to move forward in tearing the mansion down. The demolition came with a price tag for taxpayers, $183 million to cover the construction work and crew. And the future for 603 West Church Street, a parking lot to cater to Central High School's new facility plans. Looking ahead to the weekend, the Fighting Illini are back in Champaign, looking to tame the Penn State Lions tonight at Memorial Stadium. The football team started the season off strong with wins against Kent State and Western Illinois, but lost to South Florida last weekend at Chicago Soldier Field. The team is now 2-1 for the season. Last weekend, the football team started off strong in the first half, but fell in the second, ultimately losing the game 19-25. Hopefully, the Illini will be able to make a comeback at the first Friday Night Lights game of the season tonight. Student tickets are only $10 with an iCard. That's it for your UI7 News recap. Thanks for joining me, and I'll have your campus top stories right here next week. Now let's take it outside with Rebecca Wood, who has your weekend weather forecast.
Thank you, Andrea, and good morning, Illini. We're out here to take a look at the weather in Champaign-Urbana this weekend. So it seems like it's going to be a little cloudy, but it's going to be some bursts of hope because we have some sunshine coming in through the clouds. Throughout the whole weekend, we have it's going to be in the upper 70s, low 80s. So it looks like partly cloudy skies or sunny skies, so not too bad, especially tonight, to cheer on the Fighting Illini. Overall, I'm pretty sure that allergies are actually pretty bad because mine are pretty bad. So pollen in the area does seem up, and humidity, but we're getting through it, pushing on to fall. And now we're going to hear from Kevin a little sample from what you're going to hear later. You're going to see him a lot later talking to Madeline, and they will be learning how to march. Is that correct?
Yes, that is right.
All right, we'll back to you guys in the studio.
So we're going to take a quick break, but it looks like Madeline's trying to audition for my band already, so we'll see how that goes. But stay tuned after the break.
Yeah, it's just a little small surprise. I'm actually famous. This is my instrument that I'm famous for, and today I'm going to be teaching everybody else how to play it. That guy out there, an amateur. I literally, I didn't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, yeah, you know.
The band starts now. This is how it's going to happen. So, and I love kind of hearing about some of those different, like those news breaks and everything that's going on campus.
Absolutely.
I thought that it was really cool that the leader of the Me Too movement was here, because I actually know she visited some of my friends at schools at Purdue. She visited DePaul. She was all over the place, which is a really awesome and strong message that is good to be having at different schools right now, for sure.
Okay.
So I was really excited about that. What other stuff did you think was interesting in that news break?
You know, I just feel like how like there's just like so much kind of synergy going on like between like the campus and just people coming to a campus and going from campus. I thought that was pretty cool, and just, you know, it's really interesting. Like I feel like I've been here for 4 years, but just in this small, you know, section of this year, we've had all these cool guests to campus.
Yeah, for sure. And we also have a lot of cool music, as we talked about with Pygmalion. And so this week we're actually going to be talking about some of our top songs of the week.
Artists have been killing it these past couple of weeks. That's why we have turned our music radar on. It was hard, but we have determined the top 3 songs that you have to know about. Let's start with the one and only Kanye West. His new track, I Love It, features rapper Lil Pump and actress Adele Givens. The song is catchy. However, the music video is what makes them go viral. In the clip, the rappers wear oversized bodysuits. Of course, the internet turned this into an instant meme. The clip broke a global record, becoming the first hip-hop video on YouTube to gather more than 76 million views in its first week. They even surpassed Childish Gambino's This Is America. We go back to Gambino for our second song of the week. The American comedian and singer jumped back in the charts with his new single, Feels Like Summer. The lyrics address sensitive subjects like overpopulation, artificial intelligence, and climate change. Childish uses a relaxing tone to bring awareness and encourage his listeners to be more conscious of the natural resources they are consuming. The official music video features cartoons of prominent names in the music industry. We can also see former US First Lady Michelle Obama in there. To finish our music radar of the week, we had to go with Better Now by Post Malone. In this song, Malone apologized to an ex who has moved on to another guy for letting her down. The song is co-written by Frank Dukes and Louis Bell, who also helped in Camila Cabello's #1 hit, Havana. Whether you go to Spotify or to a club, these songs seem to be everywhere. What song would you have chosen? Tell us about it on our social media. And this was everything for our music selection of the week.
So yeah, I'm really excited to have you here, guys. So do you want to introduce yourself a little bit and tell us what you're doing, and coming all the way from Marching Illini, what we're doing today?
Of course. Hi, my name's Kevin Soto. I'm a senior this year, and I'm here to show you some marching steps and how to hold the trumpet.
I know, I think that I may have exaggerated a little bit whenever I said I was a professional trumpet player, but I don't know. So how do you hold this? Show me, because I kind of just feel like maybe I should just cradle it a little bit.
Well, it's close, but I'll try to make sure to show you.
Okay.
So what you want to do, you want to put your ring finger in this ring right here.
Okay.
And you want to put your thumb around the back of what we call the valves.
Okay.
And then you really just want to cup the rest of your fingers right here. Yep.
Okay.
With your right hand over on top of the valve so you can play.
Nice.
And that's basically how you hold it.
So what happens whenever you're like actually playing the instrument? How do you know what notes you're playing? How does that work?
Well, that takes some skill. That takes a little bit of practice, you know. At this point, I've been playing for about 12 years, like most people do. We start in 5th grade.
12 years.
So eventually, you just kind of learn to do it.
Oh my gosh! So is this do you play any other instruments, or is this your only instrument, your one and only beloved?
Oh, so this is my beloved, but this is my primary instrument. Besides this, I also play saxophone, flute, snare, and also French horn.
Wow, is that pretty common then for people in Marching Illini to play more than one instrument?
Yeah, definitely. You know, and all the music majors usually play at least another one. So.
Gotcha. And what kind of like commitment is that to be a part of? Like, how did you get involved? How much time does it take up of your life? Are you loving it? You know, you're a senior. Are you gonna miss it?
Oh, I am absolutely gonna miss it. You know, so the time commitment is about 2 hours a week every single day. Okay. Besides the game days, of course, and then we also have a rehearsal before the game in the morning as well. Okay. So it's a lot of time. It takes about 3 to 4 credit hours technically as like a class would
Oh,
be.
wow. Okay, so you do get class credit. That's pretty neat. So why don't you show me some of your moves, because all of you guys are always making those cool shapes, spelling out the Illini. Just I really want to know how do you do that? So
Cool. So one of our major steps that we usually do is either in Oski or in the incomparable 3-in-1.
Okay.
So it's called fast chair. So it's fast because it goes by very fast.
No.
So what you want to bring your foot out.
Okay.
And you want to pretend like you're hitting your shin against the wall in front of you.
Okay.
Right.
So
and
you
you
just
want to do that back and forth.
Okay, nice.
Right.
Okay, I'm already behind. You're
There you go.
you're too fast
1,
for
2,
me.
3, 4, 1.
You're
2,
playing an
3,
instrument
4.
while you're doing
Yep.
this. It's
And
like
you gotta make sure you don't bounce.
you can't bounce? How do you, so you're just like you're a very formal marcher. Oh my gosh, you guys are prepared for pretty much anything then.
Of course, yep.
That's awesome. Well, I'm so excited to see you guys tonight at the game, and so thank you so much for being here and showing me how to really, I think I might join you guys tonight. Maybe I'm not gonna stay in the stands. I'm gonna climb down with you guys. Thanks so much.
So I wonder if Tommy was, marching on his way to try some of these pizzas he was trying out on campus this week. He's our very own producer, Tommy Polson. He's making our mouths water over here on the set, and our stomachs rumble as he explores the different pizza places on campus.
On Neil, best pizza in Champaign. So here, we look at that. Open that up. Nice deep dish here. Got some sausage, got some cheese. Ate a little bit already because I was a little hungry. So this is the first official review for GMI this semester. Producing it, can't wait to get started. And we're gonna try some pizza. So as you can see, I already had a little bit, so we're gonna keep going on this one. Still very hot. Wow. But it's delicious. It's 100% worth it. Injuries will heal, but this is still delicious. You just gotta go through it. It's the best pizza in Champaign, there's no doubt about it. 8.5 right here. We're gonna keep this going all semester. We got more reviews to come. And yeah, Papadello's 8.5. Great pizza. Go try it.
Oh my gosh, so I think that after all that pizza, he might need to work out, so
yeah.
Head to the Arc. But here's a question for you. Do you know how high the rock wall is at the Arc?
It's taller than me, but I'm not quite sure how tall.
It's actually like 35 feet, which is wild. So maybe GMI's Andrea Flores and John Nudera can tell us a little bit more about that. They headed to the Arc this week to cross something off their senior bucket list.
Hi everyone, good morning Illini. I'm Andrea Flores, your UI7 News correspondent, and I am here with
John Nudera.
We are here for doing our senior bucket list, the first one of the year, and we're here at the Arc with the rock wall climbing. How you feeling?
Pretty nervous. It's kind of scary looking at it from down here, but hopefully we're able to get up there.
Yeah, I'm really freaked out, but people here seem like pros, so maybe we'll be able to learn just like they did.
And just like the pros, we suited up with harnesses and some rocking shoes courtesy of the Arc. Students can either rent these or bring their own. Our new friend Tanisha controlled the ropes and taught us everything we needed to know, like which walls were best for beginners, just like us. Even though the rock wall has an auto belay section, we chose to have Tanisha back us up, just in case we messed anything up. After working out at the Arc for the last 3 years, I'd always wanted to try out the rock climbing wall, but John had his own personal reason.
Hopefully I'm able to get up there. Pretty scared of heights. I had a problem in elementary school where my mom was actually holding the rope for me, and I fell down and kind of got laughed at by all the other kids in class. But it's all good. Hopefully I could conquer the wall now and break my fear.
Trust me, I could feel his nerves. But once he started climbing, he was a total natural.
Just did my first attempt with the rock wall. I think I did pretty good. Definitely held my fear of heights. Honestly, I got up pretty, I got up there pretty high. So rough start. Honestly, it's good workout.
As for me, totally different story. It took me 1, 2, 3,
to your left. Tries to actually stay on the wall and climb a couple feet. Definitely not a natural, and I'm already feeling sore, but I did have my reasons for why it didn't work out. So as you could see, I didn't do quite as well as John did. It was pretty spooky, not gonna lie, to be that high up, and my nails are a little long, so I couldn't grab on as well, but I would say most of my problem is just a little lack of strength, but I'd do it again. Definitely, you know, after I hit the weights, I think I could probably do this a little bit better than now. Even though I didn't kill it, the ARC employees made the whole experience so fun and enjoyable and didn't judge me for falling so much, I think. So if I have to give this experience a rating, I'd have to say about a 6 or 7 out of 10. I wish I did better, but it was really a lot of fun.
I'd have to give it an 8. I thought it was pretty sweet. It's a different experience and it was pretty fun overall.
If you want to come and try it out, it's only $2 to rent their equipment, and they're open in the evenings every day except for holidays. Their hours are also online. Thanks for watching, and
good morning, Illini!
You know, the rock climbing looked pretty fun, but I'm still hung up on that pizza. I don't know, maybe it's because I skipped breakfast this morning. But on a slightly healthier note, I'm here with Taylor Mattingly for this week's edition of I'll Tell You What's Cooking. And you're all about the meal prep, correct?
Yes, I am, and I'm so excited to show you how to meal prep too.
Okay, I really need to learn how to do it. You know, I'm about to graduate, so thanks for coming.
Of course, it seems like college students are always on the run, and they're expected to do so much, and there's never enough hours in the day to accomplish everything. So I found that I was going out to eat a lot, and I was spending a lot of money and consuming a lot more calories than any person should on any day. And I wanted to get healthier, so that's how I got into meal prepping.
Okay. So what's the first step to this whole shebang?
So the first thing I do every week is think about what I want to have the next week. Some of the things I've made are like buffalo chicken quesadillas or a few different variations of tacos, and that's what I'm going to show you today.
All right. So
after I decide what I want to make, I go shopping, and then it's time to cook. So today I've brought a couple of things along to show you how I put together meals.
Okay.
So I've got these containers off of Amazon. They were super cheap, and they work perfectly for meal prepping, and they're easy to wash. So today I've got a couple things. So I'm going to start with a taco salad. So I've got lettuce here, and I'm going to use that as the base, and I'm just going to pour some into the container. So I really like Mexican food, so I have a tendency to make a lot of different taco variations. And so then we just add some black beans, and I always meal prep a couple different proteins. So this week I prepped taco meat, and so then I'll take and I'll put some taco meat on there. And some salsa. And then I have a healthy taco salad that I can eat, and it's super delicious, and I love salsa. Yeah, the taco meat definitely gives it a lot of really good flavor. And then some of the other things I'll do, if I don't want salad that day or if I'm feeling hungrier, I will make a taco bowl instead. And so we just use rice, and you do the exact same thing. Okay. So my biggest thing is to make the meal prep easy, is to make it easy on yourself. So I get steamable packages, packages that cook really quick, and it doesn't have to be bland.
Okay, sounds great.
Yep.
So we're going to send it back over to Madeline on the other side while I might chow down on this meal here.
Wow, Taylor, you made that seem so simple and easy, but meal prepping might not be an option for GMI's Angela Kerndl. She is spending the semester away from campus and taking some time exploring Hong Kong. To give us a quick update.
Good morning, Illini, and hello from Hong Kong. It's Angela here, and I've been living here now for the past month, and I absolutely adore the city. There's always so much happening here, and it's really quite an exciting place to be. It can be quite overwhelming at first, and it's just so hectic here, but I really, really, really love it. But yeah, I live super close to the city center, which is down there, and I'm really close to really great hikes, and I'm within a short bus ride away from gorgeous beaches and a walk away from the bay. So it's just been a really nice time so far, and I'm so happy I get to be here for the next few months. But yeah, I've been meeting so many interesting people from all over the world here, and all my classes at my university are really great. But of course, there are quite a few things I do miss about home, like all our journalism classes at home, and I realize just how lucky we are in terms of all the opportunities we have to get involved on our campus with journalism. I miss WPGU, and of course I miss Good Morning Illini, so I can't wait to be back next semester. But until then, I get to enjoy this beautiful city, and I'll see you guys soon. But yeah, Good Morning Illini.
Good morning, Illini. We're back, and just to recap, we have still what looks like a beautiful weekend this weekend. Temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. Bit of an overcast right now, but supposed to cool down in these nights to cheer on the Fighting Illini and have a great weekend. Back to you guys.
Oh my gosh. Well, looking back, Angela took some beautiful pictures. It really seems like she's enjoying her time away from the U.S. It makes me really excited for when I study abroad.
Absolutely. So we may not have the same views here, but let's go out. So we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to go outside and enjoy this kind of cooling off weather.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get out there, go to the game tonight. And so thank you everybody for so much for watching. That's our show.
Thanks for starting your weekend off.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all things GMI. Get ready for next Friday. We are super excited about autumn. All is falling in, so tune in at 10 a.m. to see what we have in store.
Make it a great day, and
good morning, Illini.